John, how proud are you of that Seattle team?
Oh, very proud. It's always neat to see some of your old brethren out there doing their deal. So it was a pretty good start to the season for them.
Did you think they were going to be this good? I mean, I know everybody builds a team to be a Super Bowl team, but they're really, really a strong team at every single position.
They really are strong, they're unified too. That's a good bunch there. So this doesn't surprise me in the least.
And when you look at how good they are, John, and then that home field advantage, I'm not sure that I can really think of other teams that have been able to take advantage of home field in the last 25, 30 years than this team.
Well, when you're rolling like that, too, it just amps it up even more, and that's what we plan to do here in New York. We really need the support of our fans. We've got a passionate fan base here, and when you have passionate fans, they show up. It really it energizes a team. I think we saw a little bit of that last night in Seattle.
All right, let's talk about your team that you've built here with the Jets. What's your feeling going into the season? Are you feeling that this is a complete team? You're very happy with the way things have gone? What's your take, John?
Well, happy with the way things have gone, but never feeling like it's complete. We're never going to let complacency or satisfaction creep into our way of thinking, that we're always pushing each other. We're always looking for ways to get better. You know, that's amongst the players, the coaches, the personnel staff, everyone in the building. So that will always be a part of what we're about. But as we enter 2014 regular season, we're happy that it's here. We're excited. So you put so much work into the preparation. The guys have come together really well. We've got an excellent bunch, a very unified bunch that way, and we're excited to put it out on the field on Sunday.
All right, some of it's injury, but some of it's just players not working out. Why such a glaring hole, do you believe, at the corner position?
I wouldn't call it a glaring hole just yet. I mean, we've got some guys that have come back, and Kyle Wilson and Darren Walls have been in the system a while, so as has Antonio Allen. He's going through a little bit of a position switch here, but they're all very familiar with what we're doing. That said, anytime you enter the off season and the preseason with three prominent players or that figure to be prominent at that position, and they're not available to you, and of course I'm referring to D. Milner and his injury since mid-preseason. Dexter, unfortunately, we lost to the season to IR. And Dimitri, in that situation, well, that's going to affect you. But we're not alone in that department. I think all clubs will face that type of adversity in the National Football League, and really now it's a matter of how you handle it. And we feel like we have the players to handle it, the three that I mentioned that have been around, but moreover the entire defense, the entire squad, we're going to rally. And we have a lot of confidence in the guys that are going to take over.
But to piggyback over what you said, D. Milner would be a second-year player. If McDougal didn't get hurt, he'd be a rookie. And Dimitri Patterson was a journeyman. So was that an ideal mix to start the season with, even if those guys were available to you?
Well, we also had Darren Walls. Darren Walls has played very well in the preseason. We had Kyle Wilson, who's been ingrained in the system for a while. And, sometimes things don't pan out the way you plan, and that certainly was the case with Dimitri. But Dimitri was he'd been hampered by injuries as of late. None of them were career-threatening or debilitating. But when he was on the field, he was productive. That was our attraction to Dimitri. And D, we all saw what he did his rookie year. He went through some, I'll just say, rookie learning curve in the beginning and finished off on a very strong note. And we feel like D is going to be an excellent player for us. And Dexter, we were excited about Dexter. You never know until you get him out on the field, and especially when they're making a jump to the NFL. But we were eagerly anticipating Dexter and see how he worked out. It didn't happen that way, guys. So we adjust and move on. And like I said, we have the utmost confidence in the guys that we have. Darren, Antonio, Kyle. We brought two new faces in over the weekend, and we'll see how they play out as well.
Now, Rex announced today, for those that are listening, that D. Milner is definitely out on Sunday. We're talking with John Idzik, the Jets general manager. John, you talk about the fans, you need the fans, and I'm sure you guys are not tone deaf in those Jet offices. You listen to this show, fans say that you pinch pennies and not going after Darrelle Revis, not going after Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, letting him leave the building and signing with the Giants. So what's your answer to your fan base that's very angry about not getting a big-name guy?
The big name guy to us, we're always going to make it fit for us, and by that it's got to fit from a player standpoint. So we'll do our research on the players, and sometimes we'll bring them in for a visit, as was the case with Rodgers-Cromartie, and out of that visit sometimes you drill a little bit deeper, and if it's got to be a fit from both sides, and by that I mean not only a fit in the present day, but a fit for years going forward. And I think that's our general philosophy is we not only want to win today, we want to win and sustain success into the future. So that plays into it as well. And we have a plan. We're going to execute the plan, and we're very confident that we will succeed.
John, let me just ask you flat out, though, and I don't know if you're going to answer or not. The Darrelle Revis thing really rings to Jet fans. You're $21 million under the cap. You could have given him the same deal that the New England Patriots gave him, just a one-year thing where you ended up getting a big draft pick, which you turned into a great player. He rehabbed for free for you in Tampa Bay, and he would have been here at least for 1 year. Why not Darrelle Revis, who ends up with your big rival?
I'm not going to get into the specifics, especially when it entails a player on another club. We have the utmost respect for Darrelle as a player. I'll just go back to the premise that we operate off of. It's got to fit from all angles, and we will explore everything in free agency. We will explore everything. As you saw in the waiver wire, we will explore trades. We will explore every mechanism to bring quality players, and by that I mean not only play like a Jet, but they act like a Jet. They fit our profile. They fit our locker room, and sometimes it may appear as though there would be a fit, but ultimately it's got to be a fit all the way around.
Talking to John Idzik, general manager of the New York Jets. On the offensive side of the ball, do you believe you have a quarterback in Geno Smith, or are you still waiting for that to emerge?
We're very confident in Geno Smith, and we're certainly happy to have Michael on board as well. Feel like offensively in general we've improved across the board, and again when you enter in guys that were new to us last year, they've got a year under their belt, Geno included. That'd be Brian Winters. Oday Obushi had a very fine summer. You enter in some new faces in Breno Giacomini and Chris Johnson, Chris Ivory we brought on board last year. So all this the year more experience and continuity with the guys that came on board last year, the veterans that had been here before, and the new faces we have, and the quality time they've spent with this summer. Boy, we feel we're really excited about our offense this year.